Apparently, there's a lesbian kiss in episode 9, so my thumbnail is not clickbait, it's based on content. Let's talk about it. So, here we have it. Same-sex kiss in Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker cut in Middle East left untouched in China. So, obviously, content for a video is not about a simple kiss, but it's also about how it was cut in the Middle East and left untouched in China. And the thing is, being homosexual, this is not my opinion, is frowned upon and illegal in certain countries, can actually land you in jail. I'm just a messenger. That's the truth. I have no problem with it. So, let's take a look. Audiences reported that a same-sex kiss between two female resistance members seen near the end of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker has been cut from showings in the Middle East, while the scene surprisingly remains intact in China. And again, that's why I have that thumbnail. According to the Hollywood Reporter, several people who spoke to the outlet following showings of the latest Star Wars film in Dubai, United Arab Nations, noted that the kiss was not present during their screenings. And I'm wondering, how did people notice that? Like, these people just saw the movie, and, you know, the kiss isn't like some big scene in the middle where there's explosions and fireworks. It's just a kiss in a crowd, you know, so how did these people know? But, okay. While the UAE is considered more tolerant and liberal than most countries in the region, it is believed that this cut will be used throughout the Middle East, where some countries will consider homosexuality to be outright illegal. Still consider homosexuality to be outright illegal, like I said. So in Nigeria it is illegal, and I suppose in some Middle Eastern countries they consider it illegal, or you could say heavily frowned upon. THR reached out to Disney representatives and the regional distributor of Disney titles for comment, but as of writing this, has yet to receive a response. I'm not going 100% in the reading, but it's all making sense, don't worry. Controversially, audiences reported that the scene was left untouched during showings of the film in Beijing and Shanghai. This came as a surprise to many, as China has a notorious history of censoring depictions of same-sex relationships. So now you guys know just how different things in Asia in general is. Japan's very liberal. They're very cool here about things, but I'm gonna say this. If you make gay jokes, okay, people make jokes, it's like the 80s or the 90s here. Everyone just laughs. It's not like, you shouldn't say that, that's homophobic. People just laugh at jokes. Whatever jokes they are, not just gay jokes, okay? So, in China, apparently, they don't even allow movies with homosexual relationships. Removing said content from or outright banning films such as Brokeback Mountain, Bohemian Rhapsody, and Alien Covenant. So, like I said, that would not go over in the US these days with social justice stuff going around, banning homosexual films. If anything, the companies are trying to push homosexuality in films like we're talking about now in The Rise of Skywalker. And I'll say this, if anyone thinks that I'm kind of against gays or anything like that, I think Brokeback Mountain is an incredible movie. I've seen it like, alright, some people might look at me differently here, but I've seen the movie like 20 times. I think it's one of the best love stories there is. I have no problem with homosexuals in movies. However, what I have a problem with is them showcasing it, showing it off, and using it to get attention. This is what I tried to pound into morons about the Gillette ad who are calling me homophobic and a hater and toxic, is that they're using transgender people for attention to get clicks. Well, that was the plan. It kind of backfired. But the point is, they didn't have good intentions. I do have good intentions. I'm saying don't use people just because they're homosexual, just because they're transgender for your media and your content. You have to use them when it naturally works in the story, when it just happens, when it just so happens where you're like, this would probably be interesting because of character A, character B being this type of sexuality, because it wouldn't mix well with C, it would be interesting, something like that. My point is, you can't just have it, we're going to have a homosexual character or transgender character just because the attention, put it in there, see how people react, cause some drama, cause some triggering, cause some defense, and let it roll around the internet and get attention. That's the wrong thing to do, and I think that's possibly what they did with The Rise of Skywalker. I have no proof. I'm just thinking it's not just like this innocent insertion of homosexuality. I think they have motives behind it. That's my opinion. I can't prove that. They also go on to say here that Beauty and the Beast was also shown in China with its quick depiction of homosexuality between Li Fao and an unnamed man left in contact. I have no idea what that's about. So if you guys do, please let me know in the comments, and let me know something in the comments anyway, because I love comments and I still heart every single one. It's getting tough, but I'm still hearting every single one, and most of them I'm at least giving a reply. I'm trying, guys. They go on to say here how Abrams mentioned, he hinted there will be some representation for homosexuality in The Rise of Skywalker, and this is what he was talking about. They also go on to say here, like I just said, it's just kind of a blink and you miss it moment. It's not like this big fireworks moment, so that's why I'm wondering why and how people knew right away it wasn't in the movie. I guess they could have asked enough people where, you know, probability says enough people would have noticed, but just saying. Anyway, I'm doing shoutouts, special thanks, things like that. Click that subscribe button, and check out a video I have linked in the back. I got my little new outro with like the sky coming down from the clouds, and I'll have some videos there. Please click them, check them out, subscribe. I think it said that already. Alright, we're done. See you next time.